processor worked.
I know I've talked about Illumination in a negative light subtly before, but honestly, I think they will rise above every animation company in the end. Even Disney will have a run for its money. Today's countdown will be the top 7 reasons Illumination will be the most successful animation studio ever. Illumination is a lot more clever than people realize. Let's begin, and I hope you enjoy the video. This is a no-brainer. Pretty much any successful movie franchise, especially animated films, will have a mountaintop full of merchandise. If you look at the top highest grossing merchandise, Despicable Me sits at number 11, grossing at $267 million US based on the 2016 statistics. It is probably bigger now. That is huge. With more and more Despicable Me movies on the way, expect the merchandise numbers to skyrocket up. That means if you combine the box office performance of all Illumination films alongside with Despicable Me merchandise, that is a large amount of dough. Notice how there are a lot of memes of Minions on Facebook and Instagram? Sure, most of them are cringe, but everyone, including your mom's mom, is posting these memes on Facebook. The Illumination movies, especially Despicable Me, has had an impact on meme culture. Memes tend to bring attention to a particular franchise and revive it in some shape or form. I mean, look what memes did for a show like Fanboy and Chum Chum that we hated. I was never too crazy about the simplistic art style of the Illumination movies. Too generic and repetitive. But honestly, this is actually a clever business strategy. Most of the time, simpler gets more widespread attention. Despite more complex animation being overall prettier and smoother, it often gets snubbed at the box office, unfortunately. Surprisingly enough, I think the company's animation skills are close to DreamWorks and Pixar levels of skill. Combining the simplistic art style with their animation, it helps them to have movies released a lot faster that might give DreamWorks a run for its money. I mean, anyone can draw the Minions. I mean, I Hate Everything described this very, very well. This should be brought to everyone's attention. I know there was a lot of controversy when it was announced on November 14, 2017 that Illumination is working on a Super Mario Bros. Movie. Because since Rotten Tomatoes and other critique websites give Illumination films an average rating on their films, this had me lifting an eyebrow. A lot of people feared that it would be the 1993 live-action Mario Bros. Film all over again. We all know how video games usually turn out as movies, with the exception of a few gems. But despite all of that, this movie will most likely be a success because the creator of Super Mario Bros., Shigeru Miyamoto, is going to be helping with the screenplay and producing of the film. Do you realize if this movie is a huge hit, this will not only change the landscape of animated cinema, but will change the video game cinema forever. We could possibly be seeing Illumination producing a Donkey Kong Country movie, a Kirby movie, an Animal Crossing movie, and a StarFox movie within the next 10 years of Illumination cinema. Maybe that would lead up to a Super Smash Bros. Movie. If anything, this success will benefit both Illumination and Nintendo. I know I said in my DreamWorks video that DreamWorks merging with Illumination is a bad move on DreamWorks' part, but I feel like it will benefit Illumination to a large extent even more. Illumination itself is rapidly growing and growing each passing year. If they took some assets from DreamWorks, they can become an unstoppable force. Honestly, I feel like Illumination will take over DreamWorks because they could easily get something like Shrek and make it $1 billion at the box office easily, since Shrek is already the golden child of DreamWorks.
Sure, yes, there is no connection between Illumination and Nintendo with the exception of the movie. But actually, there is. You know how we mentioned earlier Illumination is working on a Super Mario Bros. Movie that'll be released in 2022? Well, think of it this way. Whether the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a hit or miss, having Super Nintendo World at Universal will be a great way to promote the Super Mario Bros. Movie by Illumination. Imagine the amount of bank they would make with this movie alone. Just imagine how much Super Nintendo World would make as well at Universal.
Sure, COVID-19 did throw a monkey wrench into things, but it gave Universal a very clever idea. Universal will be releasing their movies in theaters and streaming at the same time. Honestly, this is a clever marketing strategy. It can cater to people who want to go out and people who want to stay home. AMC took a stand against Universal by banning their movies. AMC is going to feel the blows from this and be bankrupt. Oh wait, what's this? They actually managed to work something out? LOL. AMC and Universal probably did, because AMC knew that they would be destroyed if they had stuck with banning Universal movies. So that means a big win for Universal, especially for Illumination. In all honesty, this company is going to last a long time, because even if their films, aren't always the best quality, or their animation's not always the best, the writing's mediocre, or they milk out a lot of franchises, at the end of the day, they know what they're doing. They ain't going nowhere, at least anytime soon.
My friends call me